I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of you, Carlos. You're all going to prison. I am not scared. I'm not scared of you, TJ. Open your eyes. Open your ears. Use your brain. I fired him. Wake up. Hidden network employees, you are basically in a cult right now. I don't want to see you in long-term trouble. Confusion. Guys, there is no they. There is no they. I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of you, Carlos. You're all going to prison. I am not scared. I'm not scared of you, TJ. All of these people are involved in a criminal conspiracy to overthrow me from my company. Why? Because they were jealous that Cassie made $50,000 a month. Because they were jealous that Cassie made $50,000 a month. Why? I still offered you one last chance to not go to prison. This is in motion. And once I meet with the FBI next week, I cannot stop what is coming. I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of you, Carlos. You're all going to prison. I am not scared. I'm not scared of you, TJ. I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of you, Carlos. You're all going to prison. I am not scared. I'm not scared of you, TJ. I am not scared of you, Justin. I am not scared. I don't care what you have. It's irrelevant because I do not negotiate with terrorists.
What's up, babies? Good morning and welcome back to the My Crypto. What's up, babies? Good morning. Welcome back to the My Crypto Journey live stream here for Coffee con Crypto on a beautiful Tuesday day. Sorry I missed you yesterday, guys. I was traveling. I went to the nation's capital with my baby girl, the finest redhead in all the land. And we had a good time over the weekend. And a lot of crazy things happened, but I was able to stream on the weekends. But boy, I guess we have some stuff to talk about this morning. What's up, baby? Smash the like button. Subscribe if you like being here. And let's have a good stream this morning. Obviously, the cryptocurrency market is bare. It's boring as hell. And this is the most exciting thing that's happening. And really, when you think about in the grand scheme of things, Ben Armstrong, you could say, like, isn't the biggest crypto person out there, but he's probably the biggest crypto personality. What I mean is he's not the biggest YouTuber out there when it comes to crypto, but he's definitely someone that everyone knows, and they mostly know him for making an ass out of himself. And let me tell you something. He did it again. He did it again. And shout out to Crypto Art for being my channel for 12 months. It's good to see you all in the chat, guys. I want to get right to the stream today, so we'll go ahead and skip some of the things. But yes, Atozi did watch my video last night, so shout out to Atozi. He gave me a quick little shout out, but didn't really say much. But it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Yes, Fudney Bail Bonds is now open. So if you guys didn't see, Ben Armstrong did go to jail last night. This is his mugshot. So yeah. Here's his mugshots. Exactly. Slim Cheese says Maxine Waters told Carlos to kill Ben with fentanyl syringe. Wild. And of course, this is the I guess when he got booked last night. You can see he got booked at 9/11 Eastern Standard Time last night. And yeah, pretty much showing up to a guy's house that he's supposed to be scared of, like some guy in the black mafia. And apparently he wasn't scared enough. Now, I want to show you this video because what's interesting is literally Ben Armstrong was telling everyone that this guy would... Check this out. Check this out.
I go knock on the door, and you know what he does? He turns and he runs because he's a pussy.
Okay, so Ben Armstrong goes to this guy's house. This guy's supposed to be in the black mafia or something. He's connected to all sorts of celebrities. Ben Armstrong named a lot of people. We're gonna get into that video here in a second. And he's like, he goes to this guy's house. Okay, context, right? Just think about this pretend like you're not a BitBoy supporter, right? Pretend like you're not. Ben Armstrong is driving in his brand new truck, nice truck, with his side chick, big fake boobies, right? That, you know, this side chick with big fake boobies that he cheated on his wife with. Looks like he's hopped up on coke. I don't know. With the gun in his backseat, Gucci crossbody, listening to Soulja Boy to confront his enemy. That sounds like some crazy Bender type shit, right? It sounds nuts. If you just think about that situation, it is crazy. And then he goes to this guy's house who he's allegedly scared of, but he's like, I'm facing my bullies. I am not scared. Why would you go on someone's property that you're so scared of, that allegedly is in the black mafia and that could harm you? Why would you go knocking at this guy's door on his property, threatening him and yelling at him, right? Standing outside of his house, neighbors are looking at you all weird. You're on your phone fucking, hey guys, fucking, this is Ben Armstrong, fucker, going crazy. And then you go knock on his door and you run away because you're scared. It's like this guy's just lying to us at every point. It's absolutely insane. Nuts. Now, Ben Armstrong got arrested last night for, I think it was loitering or something like that. So something lame. So they ended up, locking him up. Then, he got released for loitering. He was in jail for like 8 hours or something like that. But they arrested him, nuts. So let's go ahead and watch a little bit of this video. We're not going to watch the questioning and stuff after, but we're going to watch this, a part of this live stream, about half of it.
To Carlos's house. This is where Carlos lives, guys. I am live streaming from Carlos's house. Carlos has my Lamborghini right here in his garage. So
motherfucker's truck is running and he's having a meltdown. Can you imagine being a neighbor and just looking out your window and be like, who the fuck is that guy going off? Can you imagine living your little peaceful life in a cul-de-sac and looking out your window and seeing some crazy shit like this go down? Fucking bananas, right?
Today, guys, I'm going to be live streaming and I'm going to be telling the entire story of Carlos Diaz, who Carlos Diaz is. I'm going to be talking about all the people he's affiliated with. I'm going to be talking about how he got into my building. I'm going to talk about all of it. Hope you guys are ready. He just answered the door. So I know this is him for sure. Right here. I'm not scared of you, Carlos. I'm not scared.
I'm not scared of you, Carlos. Carlos is literally in the middle of his fucking dinner. He's just fucking, he sees Bit. He's like, oh, BitBoy's live right now. Where's he? Is that my house? Oh, shit.
Guys, let me tell you. Are you ready? I'm gone out of town. I'm out of town. What happens? What happens when I'm out of town?
He's out of breath.
Carlos comes and knocks on our door at Hit Network. Okay? The same man just came to his house. And Carlos says this. Hey, man. He says this to Justin and TJ because Justin and TJ were there and I was out of town. So here's what happens. Okay? What occurs? Hold on one second. Let me put this up here. Hold on one second. One second. Hold on. I need to put something up. I don't think he's going to kill me. I don't think he's going to kill me live on YouTube.
So Cassie's in the car right now, or in the truck. No one knows right now. Okay, so we're a quick sidebar. I watched the video with him talking about TJ, Hit Network, and then the Carlos guy. It seems like TJ was gonna get fired from BitBoy. For some reason, Ben Armstrong was going to fire TJ. I don't know. And TJ got in front of it and fired Ben instead. So say what you want about that. Now, when I listen to the video with him and Carlos, it does seem like Carlos is like, hey man, if you want this all to go away, just take the deal we have. So it does seem like they were kind of punking Ben. But the other side of the argument is, why the fuck would anybody want Ben working for them? Why? He's such an eyesore for the cryptocurrency space. Literally, people outside of crypto who don't even care about crypto talk shit about BitBoy because he's an ass and he makes an ass out of himself and literally makes the entire space look bad. This space is speculative. It's rife with scams and shit. It is. Most crypto is gambling. But we don't need this guy out there making us look worse. You know what I mean? But it did seem like they were trying to bully him, a little bit. But this is not the way you handle it.
So, the point is, he comes to my building, knocks on my door. He says, man, I love BitBoy Crypto. Love BitBoy Crypto. Remember, I'm not there. Justin and TJ are there. Notice he didn't come out. He don't want to come out. Why? Because of everything he has done. What Carlos has done. So, right here, bud. So the point is, he comes and he knocks on my door at work and says, I love Big Boy Crypto. I don't know if that's what he said or not. That's what Justin and TJ told me that he said. Justin and TJ told me that Carlos came to the door and said, hey, I love Big Boy Crypto. I want to be part of this. So what happens? He goes to Justin Williams and he says, hey, did you know I'm in real tight with Mike Will Made It? Okay. Mike Will Made It is a big producer. Okay. He worked with Black Beatles or, Ray Schwimmer. Okay.
It's Ray Schmurda, not Ray Schwarmer. So now he's talking about this guy's ties to the Black Mafia. He's airing everybody's dirty laundry out. He's diming everyone out in this video. If they didn't think that these guys were connected, they do now, right?
Eardrummers, some people call them. Mannequin Challenge. We also have Miley Cyrus, Wiz Khalifa. Mike Will Made It is a great producer. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to say a lot of stuff about Mike Will Made It, but I don't believe a bit of it. I believe Carlos has made it all up. I don't think Mike Will Made It needs any hate for this, or his dad. He was involved in this too. I think these are actually maybe good people. I talked to one of Carlos's associates, and they told me they had no idea he was doing this stuff. No idea he was doing this stuff. No idea. So what happens is, I got to keep looking over my back. I thought this is the guy that killed people. That's the guy that killed people. Where's he at? Here I am telling the whole story. So Mike Will Made It invests in Vumio. Between Mike Will Made It, between Carlos, and between Mike Will's father, they invested $1 million into Vumio. Or so I was told by the people that have been cooking my books the entire time, apparently, from my understanding. Mike Will Made It, according to Carlos, is a killer. Carlos says that Mike Will Made It and his dad want me dead. They want to kill me. Okay? So he shows up in my building. He starts talking about all these people he's involved with. Explains to me that one of the first things Carlos does, well, at first he comes in, he's friends, went to a football game with me, went to a baseball. Waka Flocka comes to my building. Love Waka Flocka. Great guy. I don't think he has anything to do with this. Love Waka Flocka. Great guy. From what I think, from what I know, okay? And now, I thought Carlos was a good guy. Turns out not. So what happens is they start bringing in all these investors. Every time he talks to me, he pulls somebody up on his phone. He's like, look at this person. I could get this in person invested in this. A lot of different people. He claims that he works directly for the head of the Houston Mafia, which, guys, it's not a surprise. I'm not doxing anybody. It's James Prince. James, I have nothing against you.
Bro, he's literally airing out everyone's dirty laundry. And the scale says, man, if Ben is right and innocent, not only Hit Network looks like a fool, but also you. It doesn't matter. This is unhinged. This is crazy. This is not what you do. You don't roll up to somebody's house. You're like, give me my Lambo back. Like, you have to let the courts work it out. You know, you don't do this. This is how people get shot. This is how people get hurt because of doing stuff like this. You don't just get to roll up to somebody's house. You know what I mean? And do this, like, because he's doxing Carlos's house to the whole world. Carlos is not a public. He's not a public figure. He's just a guy who does shit behind the scenes. Ben Armstrong is. And
you've done. I don't know what your association with Carlos is, but Carlos is out here telling people that you ordered him to kill people. Okay, just so you guys know, Mike Will, Carlos is here on your behalf, saying that you are telling him to kill me. Okay. Saying James Prince from the Houston Mafia is threatening to kill me. Or, I'm sorry, excuse me, that he's killed people for them. Okay? So the point here is this, okay, is that what happens is Carlos just gets more and more and more involved in the daily business of what's happening, okay, with BitBoy Crypto and with Vumio specifically. Notice, what was the threat? What was the blackmail? What was the extortion that I was told that I needed to do in order to get my company back by Carlos? On, not on that phone call, on a different phone call. All I had to do was walk back what I said about Justin Williams, and Vumio, and I will not do it. I did it then. Why? Because he threatened to kill me. Carlos threatened to kill me. A guy that works for the mafia threatened to kill me. Crypto Blood, you are such a bitch, bro. I cannot believe Crypto Blood goes on Twitter. Crypto Blood calls Carlos, or Carlos calls Crypto Blood and talks to him. And after Crypto Blood, I thought you were street smart, bro. Bro, I thought you had some smarts. You don't mean in your body if you can listen to this scammer here, Carlos Diaz, the man that has my Lamborghini, the man that extorted me for my Lamborghini, the man who.
Look at, if you don't think Ben knows, look at his face right there. Dude, this is the same thing he did with Sam Bankman-Fried. What's up, Kings? Look at, this is the same thing he did with Sam Bankman-Fried. He rolled up to the Bahamas. He flew to the Bahamas, right? And then he was chasing Sam Bankman-Fried around. Dude, this is what he does, bro. This is what he does.
Death threatened me, took my Lamborghini. This is who you're with. They told me that defensive end. Let me tell you what Carlos said, Charles Grant. Charles Grant used to play for Georgia, played for the Saints. Charles Grant, apparently, Carlos told me that on the last day of the season, before you got your big contract, that Carlos paid off with the mafia one of the offensive linemen for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And on the last day of the season, the offensive lineman, because he was involved, they had leverage and they extorted him as well.
So now he's talking about like cheating in sports, like someone, a football player getting paid off to do some shit in sports, which is, if this is all true, that's nuts, bro. And he's diming everyone out. This is not good, bro. You literally go to the guy's house that threatened to kill you, right? You're so scared that you roll up to his house with your side chick and your gun in the trunk, hopped up on something. I don't know what he's hopped up in, but hopped up on something, you know, and rolls up to a guy's house as part of the mafia because you're facing your bullies and you're not scared of them. To get his Lambo back, that from what we know so far on paper was legally sold. It's nuts.
Well, he had to let Charles Grant get all these sacks at the end of the season. So what happens? Charles Grant gets the sacks, okay? And he has 5 sacks on the last day of the season. You guys look this up. I haven't looked it up. I don't know if it's true or not. I'm just telling you what he told me, okay? And I hate to throw a Georgia dog under the bus, but he is a Saint, so sorry, Charles. Okay. Charles Grant's been in our building filming stuff. I know he knows him. Okay. Charles Grant, formerly of Georgia Bulldogs, New Orleans Saints. Okay. So what happens is that on the last day of season, the offensive lineman, because of extortion and leverage, and go look up when Charles Grant got his big contract, and you'll see what year it was. And our football fans, you guys can look it up. He tells me the offensive lineman, because of leverage, lets Charles Grant get 5 sacks. And it leads to him having an incredible sack talent. If you guys watch football, having 5 sacks is hard to do for a season. He got it in 1 game. And then he got the biggest defensive end contract in history right afterwards. This is what Carlos does, guys. Crypto Blood is talking about, why are you scared of this guy? What he's talking about, oh, there's a death threat? There's a death threat to you? And there's no way you believe it. I will tell you guys what. Guys, I have legitimately been scared for my life for weeks. And when I told the people who I told I was coming over here, I said, come hell or high water, if Carlos Diaz comes out of his house and tries to kill me live on YouTube, then it's just going to have to be what it's going to be, Carlos. Nuts. Because I am not scared of you anymore. Here I am on Berkeley Lane in Duluth, Georgia, in front of Carlos's house. I go knock on the door, and you know what he does? He turns and he runs because he's a pussy. This man has single-handedly brought down my entire business. This man, this is the one who TJ and Justin hired. Oh, no, I'm sorry, excuse me. He's not paid, because let's start getting brass tacks here. People were saying, Ben hired Carlos. No, guys. Carlos doesn't get paid by the company. He's in because of his investments. Carlos Diaz is not technically an employee of Hit Network or Vimeo. He acts on behalf of Justin and of TJ Shed. Justin Williams and TJ Shed. This is their guy. Carlos Diaz. Okay? And what happens is he starts acting on their behalf because of his financial interest, because of his and Mike Will's investment into Vimeo. And Carlos told me if I did not make that video walking back what I said about Justin Wayne, pump and dump Bambi, and I got the text message. I'll show you guys the text message. where Justin begs me to pump Bambi and I say no. And you guys will see this is all true.
So I remember Bambi being a pretty big shitcoin back during like 3-4 months ago. So they're talking about just pumping shitcoins, which look at, we all love shitcoins. Shout out to Elon Muskrat.
Everything I'm saying, it looks like it's 25 verse 1 here. Everybody
Gala music player, I have the video. I played it in the beginning of the stream. We'll play it again.
that's with the company is on their side. And that's okay. Because guess what? All 25 of them are crooks. And people are starting to understand what has really happened here. Okay? And the point is, Carlos Diaz works as an agent for Hit Network and for Vumio, both of whom are getting sued by me. At every turn, Carlos has tried to pretend like he's my friend. He says, I'm your friend, Ben. I love your channel. I love your content. Man, you made me so much money. That's what he says, okay? That's what he says. To try to butter me up, to make me believe he's on my side. Meanwhile, and look, let me talk about Altcoin Daily for a second, okay?
So Altcoin Daily had on TJ, and Altcoin Daily, they've been pretty neutral about the situation. So has Wendy O. And Ben Armstrong went on Twitter yesterday and was just saying that they're dead to him. He apologized to Wendy O today, but it's like, why are you making all these enemies with other the people that are literally being neutral and trying to support you silently because you're losing your fucking mind on social media and you're making enemies with them?
I still can't believe Crypto Blood is such an idiot that he listened to Carlos Diaz, guys. Did you hear Carlos on the phone? Did you hear? It's organized crime. I just told you who he says he's with. He claims he works with the BMF, the Black Mafia. The Black Mafia, either the Black Mafia BMF has taken over my building, or Carlos Diaz is working solely and he's using his contacts within the Black Mafia to make it seem like he's someone significant, a significant player. He claims, go look on Twitter. Go see the video that I posted of Twitter of Bob Arum, a boxing promoter, discussing what occurred when a bunch of thugs went into Floyd Mayweather's gym and beat up everybody in the gym with baseball bats, okay, under the command of James Prince. And once again, that's public. I'm not doxing anything he's done. I don't know anything James Prince. I don't even know James Prince. I just know what he says. And I can't tell you that Carlos, by the way, guys, hey, James, Carlos is telling people who killed Takeoff, and he's also telling people who killed the guy who killed Takeoff. It's a lot of talking, guys. It's a lot of talking. And that's for you guys. He's got loose lips, extremely loose lips. He will say anything. He also said, let's talk about Maxine Waters. You guys know Maxine Waters, the congresswoman from California. Now I want to be very clear here. What Carlos told me is false, I believe. I don't think well, when you listen to how idiotic it sounds, this will make sense to you, okay? And guys, please, there is no cool, calm, and collected for me. I'm emotional. These people have tried to destroy my life, and I'm standing up for it, and I'm saying, no more, Carlos! No more!
Oh, shit.
I'm not accepting it. And the point is what he says, you have to understand what happened between me, and look how scared he is. He ain't come out. He won't come out. He won't show his face. Okay? But the point is, he tells me, you have to understand what happened between me and Ben.eth. Okay? Ben, of Ben's Bencoin, and I had the loyalty, and I had the liquidity pool. Guys, it was an even exchange. Okay? Cassie, the Duchess of DeFi, everybody knows. The most elite, most exclusive. Everybody knows. Okay? Cassie is talking with Ben.eth. Ben and I really get into it because, and I'll be honest with you, me and Ben are working things out behind the scenes. I have absolutely nothing against Ben.eth. Okay? Hold on. I gotta watch out in case this is actually, I gotta make sure that I can get some protection if I need it.
This guy's going to the back of his trunk where his gun's readily available. Somebody's probably just driving home from getting groceries or something because, you know, that's what normal fucking people do. And Ben's over here fucking paranoid like a motherfucker, going in his back seat, reaching for his gun to make sure these people are not mafia related. Maybe they're just people coming home and they see some crazy guy in the street screaming at his phone. Ben.
Okay. It's just a neighbor. It's just a neighbor.
Just a neighbor.
Well, you guys see, when I see a car coming down the street, I have to think about protecting myself. That's where I'm at, guys.
He's so scared, he drove to the guy's house and confronted him.
This is not paranoia. This is not a crazy person. This is not someone who is erratic. This is not someone who is on drugs. This is someone who has been in the fear for his life for too long. And now, somebody just texted me, said they're going to call the cops. I will really enjoy the cops coming here. I really enjoy it. So the fact is that me and Ben are having problems. We're trying to work things out behind the scenes, and this is going to work into this politician. Okay. So the fact that what happens is Cassie is trying to negotiate with Ben.Eth. Okay. You guys are good. Nothing to do with you. It's this guy. Thank you. So the point is what's occurring is Cassie's trying to negotiate with Ben.Eth to make the exchange. That's all I want is the exchange. Yeah, I asked Ben.Eth, could he send me some extra Ethereum for the reputational damage he caused me? I did. He'll tell you that. Ben.Eth will tell you that. I asked for extra ETH. I think it was 300 ETH for the reputational damage that Ben.Eth caused me. It was not extortion. It was an even trade. He sent the Ben coin. I sent the loyalty and the liquidity pool. And Ben said no to the other Ethereum. And we were trying, but we were still trying to work out an agreement. Cassie was in the middle trying to work out this negotiation between me and Ben. And what happens is the next morning I go into work and things between me and Ben.Eth are extremely tense. Okay. Now all of this is
Here's the thing about that. You know, there's been a lot made of Cassie getting, you know, all this special treatment from BitBoy Crypto because she was brought on to do Remember, Cassie was brought on to secure sponsorships for them. She's a CEO of Ben Token, whatever. But here's the thing. Maybe she was getting paid the right amount of money because the argument was she wasn't getting paid, or she was getting paid way more than the other employees. And the other employees were jealous. Look, at the perception is when your boss hires a woman and she's sleeping with him, and everyone knows he's cheating on his wife with her, and it seems like she's getting special treatment. Employees in the workplace are going to be mad about that, even if she's getting paid the right amount. You know what I mean? $50K a month she was making, which is a lot of money. But it's like, dude, it's like, of course your employees are going to get mad and jealous. You're sleeping with someone. You're supposed to have a strictly business relationship, and you can't get mad at people for exposing the fact that you decided to bang your subordinate. It's your fault. If you're a person in status, I'm not saying cheating is wrong or right, whatever, do your thing. But if you're a man of status, shout out to Bill Clinton, right? And you get a little blowjob in the Oval Office by Monica Lewinsky, and that gets out, how can you blame anybody else but yourself? It's like, dude, you knew that your reputation was on the line before you decided to, you know, have a personal relationship, an intimate relationship with her. Like, that's on you, not anybody else's fault.
This is going to make sense to you guys here in just a minute. Everything that happened is going to make sense. Guys,
TJ is a wife stealer. Okay, so TJ met a woman who was a subordinate, whose husband, or she divorced this guy pretty much, right? And 2 weeks later, she's with TJ. What the fuck does that have to do with the company? What does that have to do with anything? What is it? Ben Armstrong's relationship has everything to do with this situation. Everything, because he's the main star of the show. No one even knew who TJ was. Barely anybody. Ben Armstrong he's this guy who's putting off these all-American family values. He's a dick, but at least he's a family man. It turns out he's piping his little mistress on the side, and she's brought on to get sponsorships. You can say what you want about TJ and anybody else's affair in there. You know, a wife stealer or a cheater. It's like, get the fuck out of here, dude. I hate those dumb arguments. It's the same thing. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing.
I don't have to be prepared because I'm just telling you exactly what happened. Okay, so imagine if Carlos calls the police on me for staying outside of his house. I thought the mafia is not supposed to call the police. Maybe I could be wrong. So what occurs is that the next morning at work, Carlos comes to me and he starts getting very intimidating. Okay. And he starts talking about all of the money that he's lost with Bitcoin. He told me that he bought $300,000 worth of Bitcoin for Percy Miller. That's Master P. Okay. I know this is crazy, guys, but this is all true. And I don't know if he bought it for these people, but this is everything he's telling me. He's got all these people on speed dial. I have Master P's number, okay? So he buys all this money for Master P, or all this Bitcoin, and the price plummets. The price is dropping, so he's mad. That's where he's getting the, I don't know where he's getting $3.2 million that he wants to not kill me over, but what he's doing here is he is basically setting up how much money he has lost, how much money he's lost because of Bitcoin. And of course, he blames me for it, but he actually blames Ben.eth. And he says this to me. He goes, Ben.eth's a problem. He said, I'm going to have to go solve that problem. That's what this man tells me. Remember, the death threats. The death threats. So what occurs is he tells me, he says, hey, man, there's no worries about this. We can definitely do this because I'm in with the FBI. He says, I have an FBI agent that works at the Atlanta office. I want you guys to think about how effed up all this is. He says, I've got an officer, an agent at the Atlanta office named Rico. What a coincidence. When you look up Agent Rico, you can't find it because of the RICO Act. So what occurs is Rico comes back and says, man, this is a bad guy, this Ben.eth. He's lived in like 9 houses in 5 years. He's a bad guy. Nobody would ever invest money with this guy, but he knows where he is. Carlos tells me he's going to go out there to solve the Ben.eth problem. Okay, now what does that mean?
This is where it gets crazy. This is where he talking about syringes and fentanyl, and then the police show up.
I don't know what that means. All I know is we're trying to negotiate. But he takes it into his, here come the police, guys. Here come the police. Here come the police. Here they are. Here they are. Here's the police. Here's the police. Police are here, guys. So we'll have to talk to him here in a second. Here's the point. He goes out there. He doesn't even go out there. He pays someone to take pictures in front of Ben.eth's house, okay? And then he tells them, I better hurry up quickly here. He told me he went out there and roughed up Ben.eth, fought him and beat him up, and Maxine Waters, a politician, told him to kill Ben.eth with a fentanyl syringe. Hey, guys. Hey, how's it going?
This motherfucker's he's not even putting down his phone. Hey, guys, how's it going?
Do me a favor?
Yep.
Hey, stop.
Hey, how's it going?
Stop.
Oh, stop. I couldn't hear.
You have a weapon on you.
No, I do not.
Okay.
I do not.
So.
I have one in my vehicle, but I do not have a weapon on me.
Okay.
Okay.
Do me a favor. Take out your whatever fanny pack.
Now, sorry, I reached too fast. I'm sorry. Sorry. Okay.
Put your phone down.
Okay.
Put your phone down.
Okay. I'll put the phone down. Okay.
Put the phone.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay.
Put the fanny pack down.
Okay.
What's going on?
What's going on? This man inside of this house.
Actually, he's gonna check you real quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just the weapons.
I'm sorry. I have a. Okay. Okay. Yep. No weapons. No
Where
weapons.
in the car is your gun?
It's in the back seat.
Back seat?
Yep.
Is anybody else in the car?
Yes, there's a name.
Who's in the car? Who?
What's that?
Who's in your car?
Who's in my car?
Yes.
Okay. Let's.
Who's in your car?
Who's in my car?
Who's in your truck, sir?
Cassie is in my car. Cassie's in my
All
truck.
right, Cassie.
Cassie's in my truck. My wife knows that we're here, by the way. She knows we came to do this. But my wife is aware. So we're live on YouTube right now.
Okay.
We got about 2,500 people watching. So Cassie is a girl I had an affair with. She's involved in the situation with me and this guy here. My wife knows.
Can you imagine being a cop and Ben's like, like spouting all this shit to you, and he's like, "What are you talking about? Yeah, this guy stole my Lambo. My wife knows she's in my car. I had an affair with her. Like nuts."
She's involved in the situation with me and this guy here. My wife knows. We were just at my daughter's tennis match. Cassie and I have came over here because this man is extorting me. He's death threatening me. He stole my Lamborghini. My Lamborghini is in his garage right now. In his garage.
All right, get over here.
Okay, absolutely.
And that's pretty much, I mean, there's a bunch more, and you can hear him chat. Like, literally, Ben Armstrong just keeps trying to explain to him the situation. But, like, if you're, like, a cop, like, who just got called onto the scene by concerned neighbors or Carlos, right? Can you imagine, like, you know, like, because you're a cop, you don't know any context. All you know is somebody called you because some guy is knocking their door. They probably got, like, 2 or 3 calls from neighbors. They're like, this guy's yelling in the front of our yard with his phone out. and talking about killing people in the black mafia. Like, so when the cops roll up hot on him like that, what do you think they're supposed to think? They think some guy's losing his fucking mind. You know what I mean? Ben Armstrong's yelling at his phone, "Go to kill me, Carlos!" You know, so it's like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I have the charges right here. Here are the charges. The actual charges are just simple assault by placing another in fear. So someone, and then loitering and prowling. So it's probably some lame chart. You know, here it is right here. So simple assault by placing another in fear, and then loitering and prowling. So I'm pretty sure the Carlos guy said he was in fear because the cops will arrest somebody if they say that. And the loitering and prowling, they probably just acted some, you know, they probably just threw that on there. Yeah, because if you think about it from like an average Joe's perspective, they don't know who the Ben Armstrong is. These guys' neighbors don't know anything about Carlos. They just see this guy going off and yelling at his phone. So it's like, you know, when they call the cops and they're scared, obviously they're scared. Imagine if some guy rolled up to your neighborhood, quiet little neighborhood, that looks like a quiet neighborhood, got out of his car and just started yelling and going crazy. You're like, dude, that guy is on some shit. Let me stay inside my house and call the cops. Wouldn't you do that? Yeah, you would, you know? So this is the video when Ben Armstrong pretty much said, "Oh, Carlos is scared of me." But literally, Carlos posted the Ring doorbell footage of Ben Armstrong knocking at his door, and this is what Ben did.
I go knock on the door, and you know what he does? He turns and he runs because he's a pussy.
That's Ben. Watch him run. Watch him run. BitBoy's knees the chest out of there, boy. Boys, it's like he's lying to us again. When will he stop lying to us? And you know what's crazy? The irony about this, and I posted this yesterday, but a lot of people gave me shit for this, and I don't know why people would give me shit. It just goes to show how blind people are. It's like they believe anything. They feel sorry for anyone. They're so easily tricked, and that's the issue with cryptocurrency, right? You know, and I mean, I try to put you guys up on game. Because I called BitBoy Crypto out and said he's not broke, because he's not broke. He literally is not. Check this out. I made this post online. I said, Ben has cars, clothes, jewelry, and a multi-million-dollar house. He ain't broke. And no, he didn't need to borrow $20 for gas from a friend. He just wants to use your money so he doesn't have to sell his shit. Ben Armstrong went live on camera with a sad face and told us that he had to borrow $10 or $20 to put in his gas tank from a friend. Remember, Ben has 2 brand new cars. You see that truck? That truck's worth a lot of money. Okay. Ben also told us that his wife's credit card is maxed out. Ben is a self-proclaimed multi-millionaire. Okay. Even if Hit Network did steal all his steal all his crypto. Say that happened. Say they stole all his crypto and he didn't have anything. He can't get a credit card. He can't get a loan. How? His income is probably insane. He can't get any of that? Yes, he can. He just doesn't want to. He's lazy. In the video we saw last night, he had a Rolex on, a Burberry crossbody bag, and a nice truck. And he's asking the community, asking for your donations so he can pay for lawyer fees. And so he retweets my tweet calling me out and says, "I've seen some stupid stuff like this." He says, "Selling some of my vehicles is definitely a possibility. However, I have to pay the lawyer now. To get any amount of value for my vehicles, it would take more than weeks. It would take more than a week, if not weeks. And yes, I really did have to borrow $20. So without even knowing it, he just proves me right. He has money. He has things to sell. He lives in a multi-million-dollar home. But instead of doing the work and selling some of his shit, like, you know, you or me, he goes on, makes a video with a little sad face and lies to everyone. And everyone's just like, "Oh my God, I feel so bad for him. Hit Network is treating him so bad. Why'd they do that?" Check this out.
Death threat. Literally told my wife.
Look at this.
Hey guys, I've been pretty absent lately, and I think if you read this thread here, you'll understand why. There's a lot going on here beneath the surface that people can't see. What Hit Network has done to me over the last 4 to 5 weeks. And people, there's no way the employees know that this has happened. And I think it's been easy for a lot of people to turn on me. But the fact is, guys, is my life has been on the line here. I have absolutely been given death threats from real credible people who claim that they've done it before. And if you look at, when I made the video walking back some of the stuff that I said, because my life was on the line, go watch that video. You can see it. Just go watch the video. Guys, I've been under threat of blackmail. I've been extorted for my Lamborghini. That's gone. I've been under literal death threat, literally told my wife they were going to put me under the ground, put me under concrete over money. Literally said that. I've got a recording of it, as well as we have the police report. This was said to my wife. Remember whose honor we're all supposed to be protecting here, right? What I did to my family. That's what they're claiming. But yet they're willing to blackmail me and say, send a text to me and my wife the night before everything broke, or the morning that everything broke, and say, hey, guys, we can keep this a family. This is what the network has done. We can keep this a family matter. We don't have to come out with everything. But if you don't make a statement by 12 o'clock today, then you're done. And that's what I was told. And so the video that came out certainly was true. I mean, most of it, except for when I walked back some things that I said about some people, namely Justin Williams. And the fact is I was under duress, and I've been under duress, guys. Like, when people see what they did to me with this Lamborghini, trying to bleed me out, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to bleed me out of money so I can't fight. And so today, as I put $20 in my gas tank earlier that I had to borrow from someone because I've been 100% cut off from all my money. My wife's American Express card, well, that wasn't paid for the last month.
Okay.
That wasn't paid. It was supposed to be getting paid by people that work for me, and they didn't do it. So the credit card's maxed out. And guys, we're in a tough spot here because they're trying to make me stop fighting. And so I humbly ask that if I've ever done anything for you, if I've ever encouraged you, if I've ever given you a dream that you might have something different, if some of my content has helped you, or if you're on the outside of this situation looking in and you see how dirty what's happening is, then I humbly ask that you donate. We have ERC20 address, Ethereum or stablecoin. Stablecoins would be better.
Look how fucking look, he has to look down after he asked for donations. Look at this.
Ethereum or stablecoin. Stablecoins would be best, but whatever you want. And I humbly ask that you donate. We have ERC20 address, Ethereum or stablecoin. Stablecoins would be best, but whatever you want to donate is fine. If you have other stuff you want me to list addresses, Bitcoin address or something, I can do that too. Stablecoins, like I said, are the easiest right now. So we're trying to fund the legal fund. They took the Lamborghini, so I couldn't sell it, obviously. And I'm in a bad spot right here, guys. And I'm going to starting tomorrow, we're crypto content. That's what we're going to do.
Literally. How about you sell some of your Gucci clothing, Ben? What about all those Gucci suits and Gucci shirts you have? What about your Rolex? What about your Burberry bag? What about your guns? What about your trucks? What about that? If the average Joe like you and I, what happens when we need money? I don't know. We look around our house and we say, hey, what can I sell to make money to get me out of this, to get me out of the pickle? Instead, you just rather manipulate a bunch of people, give him to send him over $200,000 so he can pay some lawyers. All right. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy. Nuts. Let me take a piss real quick. I'll be back. But let me know what you think in the comments and we'll have a little chat about it. Wild, bro. Wild. Carlos threatened my life. Fucking wild, bro. Wild, bro. Yeah, I haven't seen his wife yet in a little bit, but he was posting he was posting YouTube videos with her in there. I mean, dude, what about her, bro? This is crazy. She has to feel some sort of way, right? She has to feel some sort of way about this. He went to go see his daughter's tennis matches with his side chick. That's crazy. Oh, and so his wife, which look at, do not go harass his wife. We all know who she is, but she went ahead and made her Twitter private, which for good reason. That's embarrassing, bro. That's super embarrassing. That's so embarrassing, you know? Shut up, Edgar. Ben's wife doesn't gain anything from divorcing him. Honestly, that's why she's saying he has no money. She won't get alimony. He has money though, bro. I bet you in his firearm in his truck is worth lots of money. Exactly, bro. I went from finding him more and more annoying, now thinking he's an immature scumbag. I mean, he is, dude. He makes us look bad, bro. I made a post about this, but if you look up like, what's the Moist Critical BitBoy? Like, literally, like Moist Critical or Penguins. It's like he has a video that has 1.8 million views from a big YouTuber because he's a fucking scumbag. Like, Upper Echelon has made so many different videos on him, and like Upper Echelon has like 500,000 subscribers, right? If we go to like Atozy, right? Atozy, we know Atozy, BitBoy. Like Atozy, he's like a commentary channel, and he's made tons of videos on BitBoy because BitBoy tried to sue him, try to bankrupt him. Like all these big YouTubers, like Some Ordinary Gamers. If you go to Some Ordinary Gamers, BitBoy. Like he's another big YouTube channel, has multiple videos about BitBoy because he makes our space look bad. These guys don't have videos on Altcoin Daily. These guys don't have videos on Wendy O or Guy from Coin Bureau or Cryptos R Us. They don't, because they don't do unhinged shit. You know? That video of BitBoy, that video of BitBoy yelling at that lady at that crypto convention, like Moist Critical has a video and it has 4 million views on Ben spazzing out on this chick. It's nuts. 4 million views. Yeah, CoffeeZilla. Yeah, CoffeeZilla commented on the situation. Of course he did. You know. Crazy. Yeah, he did snitch on everyone. He would have snitched on everyone, bro. He's calling out all these like famous, celebrities and athletes and producers. It's like, dude, that's crazy. I don't think Ben's going live. Is he going live? I hope he's going live. There's no way he's going live. Oh, he is going live, huh? Oh, he's going live. Oh, I'm leaving crypto. What? Oh yeah, we're here for this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No way, bro. I gotta make a video about this. This is crazy. This was crypto's version of hit him up. But this is probably best for him because the truth is, and I'll put it up as soon as it goes live. Dude, he probably ain't leaving crypto yet. He probably is he is probably clickbaiting. You're right. Who am I? I'm stupid as fuck. Thank you for that, Honda. Thank you for that. It's gonna get him a lot of views. If anything, this is getting him great views. You know what I mean? He's really killing the algorithm because people love drama. And to be honest, I always made the point that if in 6 months to a year down the road, when the drama dies down, I doubt Ben Armstrong will have as much support as he think he's going to have. I think that the production value is pretty bad. I think that he barely knows how to run a stream, and he probably needs his team around him, right? I think Hit Network's going to do fine now. But if anything, it's probably good for him to get offline because he does look like he's fucking losing it. He does look like he's just having a meltdown, dude. I think any like reasonable person looking at him would be like, he's probably losing it and needs to calm the fuck down, Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've worked in a mental health institute before for a year, and I've seen this shit go down. And like people like literally get checked into some of these mental health facilities against their will with doing crazy things like this. And he has a weapon, bro. Like, you got to be careful. I know people in Georgia and the South have guns on them all the time, but it's like he walked back to a car drove by and he walked back to his car to open the backseat of his car just in case he could grab his gun real quick. Like, dude, Yeah, he's clickbaiting, bro. He's clickbaiting. But like for his wife's and kids, because here's the thing. When he sued Atozy, when Ben Armstrong sued Atozy for because Atozy made a video on BitBoy calling him a scammer. He said a mean thing calling BitBoy a scammer. And BitBoy promoted scam cryptos that literally rugged, which everybody does in this space. It's just like, it's a part of the crypto game. So somebody coming out calling you a scammer, which I'm sure in the future, someone will make a video on me of me promoting some shitcoin back in the day, and I'll just own up to it. Because, yeah, I promoted a cryptocurrency product that didn't work out. We don't know if they're scams. Some of them are more obvious than others, they're mostly gambling, but some of these crypto products seem legit. But most of these devs are shit. So what are you going to do? You know, what are you going to do? And BitBoy sues the guy for making a mean video. And one of BitBoy's arguments was, well, he didn't want his kids to go online and see a person calling him a scammer. But now look what's online. Now look what his kids are going to have to see when he gets older, because these videos are never going to leave. So now look at his kids are close. They're old. They're probably like close to 10, right? They're not super young. So like they're going to be able to see these videos online of his dad cheating on his mom, right? Cheating on their mom, freaking out, getting arrested, you know, like it's just all bad. It's all bad. He's like literally creating the thing he wanted to protect his kids against. It's crazy. Nuts. Well, I don't think he's doing anything overly illegal, but he's just making an ass out of himself. You know? And honestly, when you look at some of these videos, it did look like he was smacking some blow. I mean, look at, we've all dabbled in some extracurricular drugs at one point. It looks like, you know, maybe he's, you know, dabbling in the blow, you know? This is funny. You know, QuickSwap? QuickSwap is the largest decentralized exchange on the Polygon network or Matic network. And they say, put your hands up if you love QuickSwap. Wow. This is actually a really good chair. This is a really kind of expensive chair. Don't be hating on my chair, bro. Just gotta have a big gamer chair. Give me 1 second. Let me go find that video because people are absolutely roasting him right now. Like there's a video of him like driving over there. It's like wild. Right here.
Crypto. Hey, ask me how I'm doing. Go ahead. Ask me how I'm doing. I'm doing better than ever right now while I know that my boss has basically extorted and blackmailed and launched a freaking coup. Crypto.
I think Ben might be live. Hold on. I can hear him breathing. Watch me crank that RoboCop. DJ says I'm a high school girl with the gossip.
All phone calls are sub.
Hold on.
Call from.
All right.
This is a prepaid call from
Ben?
an inmate at the county correctional facility.
He's trolling.
Subject to recording and monitoring. To decline this call, press 9 now, and to accept this call, press 1 now. Thank you. Your call has been accepted.
He's trolling.
Hey guys, it's me.
He's trolling. Orange
I'm
jumpsuit.
calling from the jail. Right now. Calling from Gwinnett County Jail. And I'd like to apologize to you guys about what I did.
Oh my god.
If you guys could, I've got a donation address for commissary.
This guy's a maniac.
If you guys could put that in, I would love to get a cup of ramen. Like if I could just get a cup of ramen. If I could just get a cup of ramen. And if I could just make one of those jail burritos. You guys know what I'm talking about. The guys who know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about. It's a jail burrito, guys. I can't remember how to make them anymore. I think you need the ramen. I think you need Cheetos. You know, you got some real chefs in here, guys. They can cook those jail burritos up, and I'm really looking forward to eating one. It's going to be really exciting. As a lot of you guys know, I was arrested last night, hence why I'm here in jail, obviously. And sorry, this is hard for me, guys.
This is hilarious.
The fact is that I got 2 charges last night. One of them, and I haven't looked at the internet. I haven't seen the internet. I don't know what people are saying. I don't know. But I do know that the charge that I got, one of them, the first one is just, and this is when they arrested me. Okay, this is the charge that I was given, and I don't want to be seen as this kind of person, guys. I don't want to be seen as this kind of person. I'm done. I'm done with it.
No, he's not.
Guys, I got a loitering charge. I'm not a loiterer. I guess I am. Frick. I guess I am, guys. My name is Ben Armstrong. I'm in Gwinnett County Jail right now as I speak. And I am a loiterer. I have to admit it. Can you guys accept me as a loiterer? Second charge I got was, this is hard to admit too. I made someone scared. I made someone scared. That's literally the charge.
This is great.
Simple assault, placing another person in fear. Didn't touch, wasn't even within 20 feet. But I'm going forward, I'm not allowed to talk about this other person. And so I can't say this person's name, but what I can say is apparently this person was scared of me. But the volume of my wife says, man.
His wife is still there in the corner with the clown makeup on.
So I don't know what this means, guys, that I've now caused fear in the heart of man. And it's very sad to me. I certainly didn't think that I was going to do that. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to make anyone who's threatened my life scared. I didn't want to do that. And so I don't want to be.
Dude, Ben Armstrong does not give a fuck. You gotta admire his personality. He's a piece of shit, but he owns it.
Seen as that person, so I'm not going to be that person anymore, guys. If you guys want to see some statements that I made, we can get serious here now, guys. Okay, obviously I'm not in an orange jumpsuit. This is actually
no shit, Ben. I think his shirt's on backwards.
Shirt turned backwards.
Okay.
Cover around the neck backwards.
Yeah, it looks backwards.
The noose is tightening on me. But guys, we're gonna get serious here, and I'm gonna talk about I'm leaving crypto. I'm gonna talk about that.
No, he's not. Shut the fuck up.
Everybody who watches my channel and has watched me for a long time knows how I feel about cryptocurrency, and they know how hard it's gonna be for me to leave crypto for 5 or 6 days. It's gonna be really hard. It's gonna be really difficult for me to leave for 5 or 6 days. That's what I'm gonna do. I love you guys. I hope you guys know that. Like, look, let's talk about what happened. And look, we're not going to talk crypto today. I'm going to talk about what happened last night. And I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do going forward and what this channel looks like. And my strategy going forward. Guys, I don't have to fight against the other side. Still more? They can't hear me? Oh my gosh.
We can hear you, Ben.
It's so soft. I turned it the other way. I turned it down instead of up. Wow. People say I'm turned, and I guess this is true. Guys, we're not going to talk crypto today, so if you want to hear crypto today, but of course I do know this is the juiciest drama in all of crypto. But if you want to see a statement that I made about the situation, about, if you guys are interested in the juicy gossip, go ahead, go check out Twitter or x.com. BitBoy, well, no, I'm not BitBoy anymore, apparently. Ben Armstrong's X is my Twitter handle. If you guys want to see the statement that I put out on, everything that occurred yesterday, you can do that. But what Concuss Smith says, Ben, will you please stream the upcoming suicide attempt? No, the only time I had it committing suicide was based on the psychological prison that I was living in for a long time. I've broken out of it.
Jesus.
Last night was not a low point for me. Some people feel like it is. There's a lot of wrong stuff going on out there, guys. And like I said, going forward, I'm not going to be talking about the other side. Guys, the other side is they don't have anything to stand on. Our legal case is so unbelievably strong. That my lawyers have told me not to talk about it anymore at all. And
yeah, no shit.
This doesn't have anything to do with last night, other than the fact that now it's harder for me to talk about it publicly because I'm not allowed to talk about the scared person. The person who's scared of me, you know, a lot of people know who it is. The person who is scared of me, I'm not allowed to talk about him anymore because he's going to try to get my bond revoked. Okay, so we'll not be talking about that situation other than to go over what happened, and I'm not going to be talking about the other side going forward. We've won, guys. We've already won. And so a lot of people feel like last night was like some kind of low point for me, guys. I don't give a flip about going to jail. That means nothing to me. Like, it was inconvenient because there was 5.5 hours, or well, let me say this. I think, I don't know what time I was live streaming. Y'all know. I think it was about 8:30. I think I got in the police car about 9-ish. And I got to the jail probably about 9:30. As soon as I got into the jail, it took about 30 minutes to get me into the back. And then there was like, so that would have put it in about 10. They didn't process a soul in there. Not a soul, at least a male soul. They did process a few women during this period, but they didn't process or book in. Book in is the right word I'm looking for here. They didn't book one person that was full till like 2:30 in the morning. And no, there was nothing wrong with my teeth. I didn't need a dentist, but they did have nurses. The nurses were cool last night. It was a guy and a girl. They were cool. You know, the guy told me, he was like, "What? I don't understand what, like, I'm glad to be working again because for so many hours, I don't know what's going on. Like nothing was happening. So I don't know what occurred, but it was inconvenient being in jail, obviously. And of course I didn't know what the internet was saying and stuff, but guys, that means nothing to me. I'm not scared of jail. Like that was the whole point of last night was saying, I am not scared, hell or high water. I am not scared. And I think for people to really understand what occurred, first of all, there were no drugs involved. Okay. I was amped up last night because I went to face my bully. I went to face my bully. I want you to think about this. The moment it's easy for me to stand up to a bully on the internet. And you guys know, look what I did with Sam. Guys, this is not unique behavior for me. Going and live streaming in front of someone who's attacking me and attacking crypto or attacking somebody else. That's not unusual, guys. That's not erratic. Okay. What occurred is I wanted to see the Lamborghini, which, by the way, the Lamborghini, even though it is in someone else's name, title, and I know who it is, it's, you know, everybody read between the lines here on what I'm trying to say here. It was actually not in the garage. So I still don't know where it is, but I know who.
It's in the garage. It's not in the garage. Fuck. This is fucked up. This is messed up, dude. This is like freaky, bro. You have his wife in the corner there supporting him and telling, "Oh, the volume is down on your stream." After he was riding around with Cassie last night, probably getting a little bit of roadhead on the way to confront his bully that he's scared of. Jesus.
Who owns it? 100%. I know who has the title, and everybody knows who it is here. Okay. So the fact is that I go to the house and I don't know what I'm really expecting, but the point of me going is to say in person, I am not scared of you. And what I wanted to do is I'm not scared of jail. Think of your wife and son. Guys, I was in jail for a few hours. My kids are at my mom's house today anyways. Like, guys, like, I'm going to see the kids today. It's no problem. Like, there's, like, when I say I'm scared to go to jail, I mean, like, I'm not scared to get booked for a night for something that was extremely minor. Okay. Do I want to go to prison for years? Do I want to actually physically hurt someone so that I actually would have serious charges I could get in trouble for? No, obviously not. But what I mean is I'm just not scared to face my bullies. I'm not scared. And if last night what happened was what had to happen, I think what you guys are going to see is you're going to see another step in my evolution as a person, and the next step in the evolution of me as a content creator, and the next step in the process of me just being in crypto. And I've had a really hard time focusing, guys. I've had a really hard time focusing, obviously all the time. I have a hard time focusing. I've spoken to someone this weekend. I definitely have ADHD. I've never had any treatment for it a single time. You know, and the fact is that I'm going to get treatment for ADHD because I definitely have it. and that became very apparent over this weekend. And so, I don't know what I'll be, prescribed for that, but I've really realized like there's a lot of stuff about myself that I really do need to change. And one of those things is, instead of me just running off the hip all the freaking time, like I need some help with my attention. I need some help with it. And I think that going forward now with the metaphorical handcuffs placed on me, I can't talk about this, which means that after today, when you see me on the next, when I come back and we'll talk about what that looks like next week, it'll just be next week. I'm going to take some days. Okay. Once again, it actually doesn't have that much to do with what occurred last night. It has more to do with something else that occurred yesterday.
You're with Cassie, ding dong.
That everybody knows about.
Yeah.
It's not a secret what happened yesterday, and it had nothing to do with me. I didn't, I once again, maybe you can read between the lines. But I can't really say what I'm talking about here. But I'm trying to loosely reference it. Maybe some of you guys pick up what I'm putting down, maybe some don't. But going forward, I'm going to be completely focused on crypto because I can't talk about this stuff anymore, guys. I can't talk about it. It's going to help to refocus me. I'm going to get some treatment because, guys, I have PTSD.
Shout out to the people who actually have PTSD out there. I mean, come on.
I don't really know how to explain to you guys what they've done to me. I really don't. I really don't know how to explain what these people have really done to me. I can't stress it to you enough. I can't make you walk a mile in my shoes to understand what this feels like, to have everything stolen from you and to be stabbed in the back by the people that say they're your friends, and they're still actively out there putting out untruths. They're still actively out there doing it. They're still actively out there acting like I'm on drugs when pressed.
Ben, because you acting like you're on drugs. You're acting like it. No one feels sorry for you anymore. You made a video with your wife crying, gassing up Hit Network and Vimeo just to come out and say, oh no, I was coerced into making that video. It's like, you're going to blame this on ADHD and PTSD? PTSD? What the fuck? Handle your shit. You're a grown-ass man. You're 40 years old. Handle your shit.
A person said diet pills and Tren, which, guys, I have not taken Tren in a long time. Like, I don't think I've taken it this entire year, okay? Diet pills, and I took some Trenbolone last year.
What the fuck?
But the way things are worded, they're still worded, and other substances. What are the substances? What are the substances? Can you name them? Can you name one? Can you name them? And there were a couple accusations that were made about a couple other substances, which are, one is completely false, and one of them is a setup. And there's no reason for me to. I wanted to do a video. Here's what I wanted to do today. I want to come on here at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I wanted to make a video. I only got 2 hours of sleep. I didn't get home till 8 o'clock in the morning. Didn't talk to Crypto Face when I got back. I didn't go to sleep until, probably 8:30 or so. And then I had to wake up at 10:30 to talk to my lawyer. And so I'm hardly on any sleep, but it's fine. I can run on no sleep, no problem. But I wanted to come up here and make this video and talk about, I want to do a reaction video to the Altcoin Daily video. And I would like to go ahead and say this publicly. I said it on Twitter. I apologize to Altcoin Daily. And guys, I'm not apologizing to them because their interview was good and they pressed him, right, with TJ. I'm not doing it because of that, okay? I'm apologizing because what I realize, and this is the PTSD that I'm talking about, guys, is that now I've been so brutally stabbed in the back, and it continues every single day. I'm watching to see if my lawyer texts me. I hope my lawyers are good with what I'm saying here. I told them I was going to go 5 or 10 minutes, and I'm a little bit longer. I'm going to keep going too, but if they have any problem,
listen to your fucking lawyers, guys.
what I say, they can text me or whatever. But the fact is that because what the other side has done to me, specifically the people who are out there talking about it, I've been so wounded in my soul, in my heart, and I've got so much PTSD from what has been done to me that I think everybody's out to get me now. Even my friend. Well, but once again, who are my friends? My friends were the ones that did this to me. So it's like, every time I feel like I'm wronged by someone, because I do feel like I was wronged by Austin and Aaron from Altcoin Daily. And I do feel like I was wronged by Wendy. Now, me and Wendy have talked this morning, and, really, I was upset with Wendy because of what other people, I never saw what she said about me. Okay. I never saw what she said on the video she made. I didn't watch anything after the whole thing broke. And she did reach out to me and give me a supportive message, but then she did a video, and I don't know what she said, but I was told that she said, she was talking about my relapse and she was clout chasing me. Like, that's what I was told. I never watched it. Okay. And the fact is I wish that, and she did talk to Hit Network that morning. And so she knew their side and she didn't know my side. And they're very good at presenting their side as if there's no option. Like, that's what they've been doing the whole time. They've been really good at presenting their side like, I don't have a defense. And that's what they've done to the employees. And that's what they've done to other content creators. Now, a lot of content creators, like, and look, that was the first day. So I didn't speak out that day. So I guess she probably assumed it was true. And it hurt me. Okay. Austin and Arnold, why did they hurt me? Because I said any channel they go on are not my friends. And I look at Austin and Aaron as friends first before I look at them as content creators. And that's how I look at everybody. And I think there's some things I need to start changing about that, guys. I need to stop looking at everybody like they're my friend. And I'm not saying Austin and Aaron are my friends. What I'm saying is I just think everybody's my friend and everybody's got my best interest at heart. And that's not true. And Austin and Aaron from Altcoin Daily, they like clicks. They like to make controversial videos. And I'm not apologizing to them because the video turned out great for me, and they pressed them really hard. And I haven't watched it, but from everything I've been told, and I'm going to watch it though, because I've heard there are some accusations in there. And
can you imagine publicly coming out and saying F you Wendy and F you Altcoin Daily without even watching the video first?
I have to now watch that video and make a reaction video to it, and then just send that reaction video to my lawyer and not put it out publicly is what I have to do. I wanted to go on Altcoin Daily and talk about this. And I was supposed to go on, that reminds me, I need to go to Twitter. I was supposed to go to Rice TVX today and do an interview with him. But unfortunately, my lawyers told me right now I can't do that, but I will be giving the first interview. I will be giving this first interview to Rice though. So, but he said he wanted me to retweet. He said he wanted me to retweet. Not, yeah. Okay. So I'm going to tweet real quick. Sorry. I got to do this for Rice because I'm a good friend. I have to do this for Rice because I told him I'd do the interview. So give me 1 second. Still going to do.
He can't handle himself. He can't hold back, dude. He's going to say some dumb shit.
My first interview with Rice, but I have to hold back for a while due to my lawyer's request. Has nothing to do with last night, but going forward, I can't talk about it. Okay. Can't talk about it until I can. So there we go. Okay, there you go, Rice. So the point here being is I was going to do this interview with him, and unfortunately I just can't do it. But I feel like everybody always has and Rice has been really good, and that's why I'm giving him the interview. It's a tiny channel and tiny compared to a lot of large channels. He may have more subscribers than me right now. I got 50,000. I don't know, but he's good, right? He was neutral. And Al Quindelu is very neutral, and they pressed really hard on this. I don't remember what point I was making, but they did a really good job, according to everybody that I've talked to. However, I just wish they would have reached out before an hour before the video published and said, hey, by the way, we did an interview with TJ yesterday, and we're going to publish it today. Like, I just felt like as friends, not as journalists. I look at everybody as friends first. That's the way I look at things. I look at everybody as friends first. And everybody doesn't do that. I mean, Crypto Banner doesn't do that. Rand always calls me my friend, but he was taking information and leaking documents from Mint Network. And like, to me, I don't know, that doesn't feel like a friend. And so what I'm trying to say is, because of everything that's occurred to me, things that are slights against me, where I do feel like I was wronged, but it's not the end of the world. It's just people have relationships and they have problems. They have issues. But because of what I've gone through, every single one of those slights feels like someone shoved a machete through my chest. That's how it feels. And so I'm dealing with all this stuff. And I go last night to confront my bully. And I go and I knock on the door because I want to confirm that it's definitely his house. Okay. And I knock on the door, and the video's gone, by the way. You know, thank you to the person that privated that. Or deleted, or whatever they did with it. I don't know. But the fact is that for me, you can see in that video when I started, I ran from the door, right? Because I didn't know what he was going to do when he came to the door. Now, fortunately, he stepped back and he didn't actually open the door. I could see his shadow, and I know what he looks, or it's, what's it called when you look at somebody? It's like
Silhouette.
No, not their shadow. They're,
the silhouette, Ben. You
no,
dumb
not
motherfucker.
Not aura. People know what I'm talking about.
Your silhouette,
It's
you
like
dumb.
you see their shape. You see their shape. I don't know what somebody will say in the chat.
Come on, chat.
Yeah, nothing. I know it's not gone from the internet, guys. I'm aware. Like, I know how the internet works, but there's silhouette. Thank you, Matthew Blair. That is that's exactly what I was looking for there. I could see a silhouette. I knew it was him. So I turn around and I start running to get off of his property so I can do the live stream off of his property. Thank you. Look at all these silhouette people. Great job, silhouettes. That's what y'all are called. Instead of Ben Nation, y'all are still called silhouettes, you know. And obviously, like, I think a lot of, you know, there's a lot to this. So I go up and I start live streaming. I'm certainly not thinking I'm going to end up going to jail, and I didn't do anything wrong. Like, I never threatened. I never did. All I did was live stream and basically mark my territory and say, I'm not scared. Every single thing I did in that video, every person I talked about, from Mike Will Made It to Charles Grant to what he told me about Maxine Waters, which I know is not true. I talked to someone who knows Maxine Waters. Absolute lie from him. As crazy as all that stuff sounded last night, I want you guys to hear me, okay? If you saw it, or you see the accusations, as crazy as it sounded, he literally told me all those things. And I've heard he's out there doing damage control with the people, because the last message we got from him was a message to Cassie, and it said, hey, going forward, and this was 2 weeks ago, keep my people's name out your mouth and we will be good. That was the threat. That was one of the last threats that he gave, okay? And so when he said, what I was saying last night was, I go to the house, I'm in the cul-de-sac, I'm not on his property, and I make the statement basically that I am not scared of this person, and everything, I wanted to tell the story that I've been told about him, that up until the Maxine Waters.
All right, we kind of know this situation, guys. I do have to get out of here, guys, but I'm going to drop the link to his stream if you want to go watch him and shit. So do your thing. I post it right now. It's right there if you guys want to go click off and finish the rest of it. But I got to get out of here for the morning. It's pretty much recycled shit we know what he's talking about, out of his damn mind. But thank you guys so much for watching, guys. If you could just smash the like button on the way out. And I'm sure his lawyers are punching air right now. All right, guys. Thank you so much. You guys have a fantastic day. Go do something fun, all right? Go do something fun. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Boo this man!